Hi there, welcome to another episode of This Old Range. Before we start making an in-home or a backyard airsoft range, we need to figure out what we're going to shoot at. You can use regular real steel target. This is an actual steel target, bullet stuff. You can use those. However, if you are shooting indoors and mess is a concern for you, if you shoot a real steel target with an airsoft gun, those BBs are going to break. I know, because I used to do that in my apartment all the time, then I'd have to vacuum it up. Not the best way to go. First thing you need to figure out is, what are my concerns? You need to prioritize some concerns. If you're shooting indoors, a mess is probably going to be concerned. You're not going to want stuff all over the place. You don't want to get BBs in the carpet or fragments in the carpet, stuff like that. If you're outdoors, might not be a problem. Just use some bios, you'll be fine. All the stuff I have here is stuff you can find around. I've got hangers, this is a picture frame, another picture frame, so I'll kind of go through everything. So I took a regular picture frame, put a towel around. This is just a regular bath towel. You can take a regular clippy hanger, a regular towel, and just shoot that. Towels are ideal for indoor use, so like a garage, or if you live in an apartment, towels are probably one of your best bets. This is the closest thing you're going to get to an actual steel target. It's just a baking sheet. That's it. These are the cheap little dollar ones I got from the dollar store. But if you're in an apartment, or if you want to be like real concerned, you don't want to make a lot of noise other than the shooting sound, and you want to muffle the sound this is going to make, because this we'll shoot all this stuff later. You'll see what it sounds like. This will make a bit of a racket. So if you put a towel in front of it, it'll muffle it a little bit. It will also minimize, again, how much the BB impacts and then ricochets back. BB ricochet is something you need to be aware of. You can also use shop rags. Kind of the problem with shop rags is they're a little thinner. So you, at some point, at some FPSs, at some joules, you might have a penetration issue, and that's something you want to avoid. Another thing you can do, here's another picture frame I took, and I kept the back in. See that? So I can just post this up and shoot. Since the backing is a hard cardboard, you might want to think about using a thicker towel, that way this cardboard will last longer. You can just shoot at cardboard boxes, that's fine. But the problem's going to be is at some point you're going to shoot a hole into that cardboard box, and then you have to think of what's beyond the target. That's just like with any other target. Anyway, that's still abiding by the 4 fundamental safety rules. You can use cardboard, it's a temporary thing. You can use wood, but again, the hard surface is going to cause a pretty significant BB ricochet. So if ricochets are something you're concerned about, you really need to look at softer materials, like towels, something that'll absorb the shock. Towels, old shirts, old sweaters, old clothes, stuff like that. Same effect. About the same thing. They sort of just fall. They don't necessarily. Some of them we're trailing through here. Some of them will just bounce off. But the important part is they hit the ground and not that. Yeah, target down. You can make a backyard range. It's not impossible. You just gotta be real creative. You can get pre-made targets. Tac Targets make some, kind of expensive, but they are pretty cool. Evike has some like $5 to $9 sets and poppers and all that. But you can also make your own. And depending on the distances and the sizes you're looking for, some of those targets don't exactly meet your criteria because they're super small. If you want an actual IPSC IDPA style size target, you're gonna have to make it yourself because no one really makes them that big. They all make like itty bitty. So like the biggest target I've really seen is about the size of a soda can. So just depends on what you want to do. Got to make sure your background is safe. Got to make sure that your mess is being controlled. Got to make sure that your ricochets are being controlled. You be aight.
Caber, who the f*** are you, nerd?